I guess, I don't know. I started thinking about how that we were both raised, you and I, uh,
Hmm.
was raised in the same household with the same amount of people. And
Right.
mom taught us how to cook for the amount of people that lived in our house, basically.
Right.
And so you would think that with us being raised in that particular way, that we would cook certain things the same way and be comfortable cooking for the same amount of people. Don't you think?
Well, you would think that, but when I married my husband, it was kind of difficult for me to begin cooking for just him and I because at him, well, I had the boys and it was easy. You know, I didn't have a problem when it was me, my husband, and my two sons. I didn't have a problem then, but when it came down to just me and Jimmy, it was an issue, and I had to keep working at, getting down to the portion where it was just enough for him and I. But now, as far as since the family was our family had the amount of people that we had, it was easy for me to just cook for four. But then when it came down to two, I had an issue. So I had to keep working, and learn to cook less and less and less and less, so I wouldn't have a whole lot of food left over.
But so you were raised cooking for the eight of us, or was it nine of us when you were cooking? Was you already going off to school then? When it came up
Well,
to being nine, because I remember at one point, Barbara and Linda was gone. So were you cooking at the time that Barbara and Linda were still there? Because I don't think I was cooking when they were still there.
well, when I started cooking, Linda and Barbara was still there. When I started
And
cooking, they were still there.
correct. Was
But
was Sophie still there? Was Sophie there yet?
Sophie, I think I was married when Sophie was there.
Correct.
Um,
So probably not.
but it was
So
still a great amount of us there,
right. So it was like
So
eight of us at
what
the
I
time that you
did
was cooking.
though, when I was there, I watched mom in the kitchen. As far as how much she would cook for the family. So it made it easy for me when I got ready to cook, because I watched her with her portions and stuff. She never measured anything,
Right.
but I watched her with her portions of how much of this she put in there, how much of that she put in there. So when it came time for me to cook, um, I already knew exactly, how much to use, and I knew which pots to use for what dish and all of that. So it was easy.
Okay. So basically, cooking for the eight of us was not a problem for you.
No.
So Precious, I'm interested to know, like, how many people did you grow up cooking for?
I didn't really grow up cooking for a lot of people. I grew up for cooking just for myself, really. But then when I came here, it became me cooking for 3 people.
Did you find that hard, Precious?
And sometimes, because I don't really know how to measure and stuff like that right now.
Well, you didn't then, but you really know how to measure some stuff now, though, right?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
ma'am.
So then I remember when you first came in, you didn't actually cook a lot of stuff um for a lot of people, I'll say. You didn't cook a lot of stuff for a lot of people. However, now you say you can cook for four. How but the truth of the matter is you can actually cook for more than four, because when Corey and Cammy and Tristan and Ari, was here. And I remember distinctly you making oatmeal for everybody. Do you remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you find that hard though?
Kind
Or
of.
was,
Kind
or
of.
was it easy because of what she had taught you, the way that she taught you how to do it? Was it easy to do?
It was easy. It was easy. Afterwards.
Mm-hmm. I can't hear you.
So you were saying that you had a problem going back to cooking for just two people after your children had left. You had a problem reverting to cooking for two people.
Yes.
Okay.
It took me a time to get to where I could cook for two people and not have food left over. Because I remember I got frustrated because I'm like, I cooked all this food and and it's just me and you, and he would tell me, baby, it's okay, we can always eat it the next day, or but it was more than just a next day portion.
Wow.
So it would frustrate me until I got used to just cooking for me and him, two people. I was frustrated a lot.
So now you don't have a problem cooking for just you and him?
I don't have a problem cooking for just me and him, but now I have a problem cooking for more than just I have a problem cooking for more than just two people.
Really?
Yes.
What's strange to me is, again, both us was raised in the same household, and you cook for the same amount of people basically that I did.
Yes.
But you were able to revert back to cooking for two people. However, I've never gotten to the point where I can cook for just two people. Even today, like, all my children are grown and gone,
Mm-hmm.
but still today, like, I cook like I'm cooking for probably a cafeteria, I guess. I don't know. Like, it's hard for me to cook for two people. I know that's funny, but I cook so much food. And really, to me, it feels like, and I know it's necessary, but it feels like a waste of time to turn the stove on and get pots out and cook food for two people. That just seems like a waste of time to me. Why would you even do that? Make a sandwich. It's two of y'all. What do you mean? Cook for two people. You think that I'm gonna fill up a frying pan with grease, open a pack of chicken, to take out 4 pieces of chicken and cook 4 pieces of chicken after I done took all the time, wait, to get the pan out, to get the grease, to get the flour, to do all of that stuff, and I'm gonna cook 4 pieces of chicken? What you mean?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on the individual. I mean, to me, I think it's better if it's just two people, to just cook 4 pieces of chicken versus cooking 10 or 12.
Well, me, and I know it's stupid. You say what you want to say, but I still buy the family pack of chicken, and I still cook the family pack of chicken. I don't know how to cook a little bit of food.
Well, see, this is the thing. We buy the family pack of chicken as well. But what we do is we take 4 pieces and put it in a sandwich bag. We open the pack, we take 4 pieces, put in a sandwich bag, 4 in the sandwich bag. And so we have all these portions already measured out in the freezer. So once I get ready to fry some chicken, I take that pack out where it got the 4 pieces in it, which is so convenient because I don't have to thaw out the whole pack, you know, so.
I'm sorry. I would be stressed out if I had to get a pot of grease, some flour, and go through all of that to cook 4 pieces of chicken. I'm sorry. Why not, since you're portioning them out anyway, why not fry all the chicken and then put them in Ziploc bags and freeze them and take them out and cook them and warm them up as needed?
Well, see, I can do that, but the thing of it is, I like my chicken freshly fried.
I know that.
And crispy when I eat it.
I get you on that.
Even though chicken is good cold the next day, I can just go to the refrigerator, pull out me a chicken leg and go on and eat it without even warming it up. And even when you warm it over, it's good like that. But I love freshly fried chicken. Crispy fried chicken.
I feel you. You got me on that one. You got me on that one. I squash it. I lose. Precious, you wanted to say something?
Aunt Curl, is it hard for you to choose what you want to eat when you know you don't want something?
Is it hard? Can you repeat that?
Is it hard for you to choose something for dinner, like when you want something to eat?
Is it hard?
I have that same problem choosing what I want to eat sometimes.
Yes, because sometimes when I want to eat something and I go and eat something else, I don't be satisfied. And then I'm still, I still go back and get something else and eat that, and I don't be satisfied. And what I should do is, when I crave for something, if it's in the kitchen, go ahead and get that and eat it, and I'll be satisfied. Because if I don't, I'm steady eating this and eating that, and I'm not satisfied until I get what I want. So
yeah, I think that's the difference between water and soda. Like, if you want water, you can drink all the soda you want, but you're still not gonna be satisfied until you get some water. If you want water, you're not gonna be satisfied. Period.
Right.
But back to this cooking ordeal, because that's just weighing kind of heavy on me. because like I even went to I remember when I got my the first job that I worked in a cafeteria, and when I went to my interview, and she said, so do you have restaurant experience? I say, so I can't say I got restaurant experience. I can say though, I have cooked for a lot of people before. Right. And I know how to do that. And she looked at me funny, and like she thought I was telling something wrong. And I was like, really? Right. I said, my mama had a lot of children, and I had to cook for everybody. I said, I can cook for a lot of people.
Right.
And so she gave me the job, although I didn't have restaurant or cafeteria experience. She gave me the job. And so when I got in there and she saw me cooking, she was like, this woman can cook for a lot of people, but I was comfortable with that. And I'm still comfortable with that. Wow. But I'm not comfortable with cooking for a little bit of people.
You know what I think? I think it got something to do with say your job when you started cooking for all them people.
Right.
And then you got used to cooking for a great amount of people, just like my husband. Now he was on a carrier, and he cooked for like, I say 4,000 to maybe 8,000 people.
Right.
And when he came home after he retired, and he came home, he started working at a CDC as a cook for the CDC, and he would want to cook in my kitchen.
Right.
And I would let him do it. Not saying it's my kitchen, but our kitchen. Right. But I would go ahead and allow him to do it. But he cooked so much food.
But it's a waste of time. Like I said, it's a waste to cook for a little bit of people.
But no, though, I'm talking about like big pans, Come on. So and so I asked him, I said, like, who gonna eat all that?
I feel him. I'm sorry.
And he said, and this is what he told me, honestly. He said, well, baby, I'm just so used to cooking for so many people, it's I'm just used to it. I said, okay, who gonna eat all that though?
I feel you. But something that I learned later, and I think I learned it in the cafeteria actually, is that you can freeze a whole lot of stuff. Okay. A lot of stuff that normally on a normal basis I probably would get rid of after a few days. You can freeze that and come back later.
Right. And see, I see. I didn't think that at the time, but after I talked to you about several things, having to get up and fix his lunch every day for him to go to work and all of that, and you was telling me, Carolyn, just cook enough, and you can freeze it, and then you can come back and get it and pull it out whenever you want to eat that for that day, and it works. I had no idea.
Absolutely.
I had no idea that you could freeze collard greens.
Absolutely.
Macaroni and cheese.
Absolutely.
I mean, we had a pan of macaroni and cheese, and I remember calling you that day, and I was like, "Oh, this macaroni and cheese. What am I gonna do with all this?" And you said, "Carolyn, just slice it up and put it in some sandwich bags and put it in the freezer." Girl, when it came time to make his lunch.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I was a happy sister because I was pulling out that sandwich bag of macaroni and cheese, sandwich bag of collard greens. I was happy. Absolutely. And then all I had to do was prepare me.
Absolutely.
I was a happy sister. So freezing works. It works for me. Freezing is my friend.
I remember one time when we I think Precious and I had came to your house and we cooked some stewed potatoes, or what was it? Stewed potatoes and something.
It was stewed potatoes.
It was something else too, wasn't it? Because I remember you calling me saying that was my last bag of potatoes. It was something else. Precious, you remember?
Was it what is it? Chicken and pastry? Was it chicken and pastries? No. I can't remember.
It was chicken.
It was
fried chicken.
It was fried chicken. I don't know, but
seemed like to me we made some collards that day.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
So we had cooked some collards and stewed potatoes.
I was so sad when I pulled out my last bag.
But you make collards now. You make good collards.
Yes, and I freeze them too.
Now you are a collard pro.
Yes, I am.
You're a collard pro. Actually, Precious can make some collards.
Wow.
She can make now. She have a problem when it comes to putting in the seasonings in there because she kind of heavy-handed a little bit.
Right.
But as far as doing everything else, she it's been very beneficial to have her when cooking collards, because all I got to do is say put this in there, this in there, this in there, this in there, and call me and I'll season it. And She,
Right.
so I guess I could say she a sous chef because she
Uh-oh.
get it together and she put it in there, and then all I have to do is just come back behind her and just season it, and you know, uh, so that's a huge benefit.
That's
Um,
good, Precious. That's good.
you know, if we be honest, that's a huge benefit because
Yes, it is.
we're especially with me having the problems that I have now as far as standing for long periods of time and stuff like that. Um,
Right.
having Precious to be able to do all a lot of times the leg work, you
Mm-hmm.
know, most of the standing and all of that, and I just
Right.
come behind her and season. Hey, I can season all day, and I don't mind
Okay.
season. Woo, thank God, I can season. Mama taught me that. I ain't got to measure it neither. But and so it's a huge benefit.
Mm-hmm.
But I just wanted to know, does anybody else have the problem that I have? Because for me, cooking for two people is a waste
Mm-hmm.
of time. Make a
What
sandwich. That's
what
it.
about what about measuring? Like, okay, I won't say measuring, like cooking grits. Well, just
Correct.
like me and Jimmy, I still ain't got that down pat yet. Cooking grits for two people is hard
Hmm.
because like I said, I watched mom when she would cook grits, and I got it down to a smaller pot,
hmm
but it's still too much for two people.
Correct.
Right.
Well, the grits to me is easy, and I guess because of the cafeteria thing, because we measured the grits, and so for me to make grits for one person is simple because all you do is 1 1/4 cup of water and 1/4 cup of grits. That makes one serving of grits. So you double
Okay.
that recipe, and that's grits for two people. But and it's easy. But
But
I want to say, go ahead. You wanted to say something?
but see, the thing of it is, I can go by a recipe
Correct.
that says this amount is for this amount of people.
Correct.
But see, people eat larger portions now.
Right. And some eat smaller portions. So
Exactly.
portions are not created equal anymore.
There you go.
It's not. It's really not. A one serving portion for one person might be 6 ounces. And then a
Right.
serving portion for another person, for instance, somebody that had weight loss surgery, it might be
Right.
2 ounces. So all portions are not created equal. So you really can't go by that.
Yeah, that's like these outfits. They say one size fit all, but it don't.
It don't fit all. Take it from me. They don't fit all.
So
Absolutely
no.
not. Not even the knee highs. You ever put on some knee highs that don't come nowhere but a little bit past your ankles? And they say one size fit all. All who? All Barbie dolls? I mean, I'm just saying.
Those with small to medium sized legs. When it comes to the jumbo leg, like I got, it ain't working.
I ain't got no stick legs. I don't know what you're talking about. One size fit all.
Oh my goodness.
But anyway, I must say I enjoyed y'all so much. Thank you
I
so
have
much.
to.
Thank you so
We
much,
must
Carolyn.
do this again.
Okay, because you know what? I already got something else to talk about. We got to get into a conversation about that honey bun cake. So that thing
Yes,
is
we
huge.
do.
But Precious, thank you so much for being on today. I just want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you.
This has been so much fun.
You're welcome.
So we're gonna go ahead and get off. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Until we get back in contact again.
But what I want to say to everybody out there, stay safe during this corona epidemic or whatever this is. Stay safe, stay prayed up, read your word, and the Lord will bring us through.
And stop eating other people's food. I'm just saying. Love y'all.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.